Hey viewers, welcome to another game of CasualProGamer. And today we're doing a AP Shaco game. And he's going to go into mid lane eventually. So this team consists of Jungle Zerat, AP Shaco for mid lane, and then the normal Sivir and Singed for bot and top lane, and a jungle gang, assist gangplank, no, support gangplank. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, Shaco immediately starting off by taking the enemy blue, because with an early CV we noticed the enemy, because I'm actually playing the gangplank in this game. There I am. And this time I'm saying gangplank, not blitzcrank. Anyway, because the enemy is starting at red and they have jungle Twitch. Jungle Twitch, which is completely retarded because it doesn't work, guys. It doesn't work. Anyway, we're going to steal his blue, take our blue for Zerath, and that way we have a mid laner with blue, a jungler with blue, and an enemy jungler without blue. And an enemy jungler that is a bad jungler in and of itself. Because, well, Twitch can only do one thing. He gets red and double golems, then red, and then needs to gank. And if the gank is unsuccessful, he's basically lost the game already. So, taking the blue here, but leaving one minion behind, which is pretty neat. Because that way, when Twitch gets to it, there won't be any blue. And it will not respawn for quite a while. Only missing 2 minions here, I think. Yeah, 2 minions. And, oh no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong ones. I don't know. Maybe a little bit more. But anyway, starting off with blue buff and Doran's Ring. And if you run out of mana then you probably shouldn't be playing this game anymore. But yeah, AP Shaco doesn't really have that much to do early game. He can set up some boxes, and as you can see, setting up a box, because we were discussing in Skype how Twitch was going to gank. That's why there's a ward here and not in the usual spot, and why it's out this early, because normally I would place it way later. Anyway, Twitch, I don't know, yeah, he already came in. And he is still hanging around here, and since we're communicating with mid, he can push no problem, top can push no problem. And we are already getting ahead in everything, except bottom lane, because they are being harassed by the Twitch. And all in all, yeah, countering jungle Twitch is really easy. But yeah, well, going Shaco mid is kind of, yeah, not very strong, normally. And, yeah, that is because he cannot really do a whole lot. I mean, AP Shaco is stupid in and of itself, but then if you go mid lane, that is even, well, stupider. He does do a lot of damage here. Just right off the bat to this, to that dude. And he gets out because he's invisible. So nicely done. Xin Zhao coming in to gank, but yeah, being spotted by the box, and that is not a good thing to have. So even though he was only half health, the gank still didn't work. Let me turn on the music, or the sound. Oh, we are having a little bit of lag here again. Oh, it's once again already on. It's just too low for my for my headphones to actually pick it up. Because I have one of those volume buttons on my headset, and you can actually turn it down. So I turned it down probably because something else had higher volume. And then when I get back to the game, it no longer displays any sound. Well, not displays, but you no longer hear any sound, basically. So, wow, that was really aggressive by Rise. Rise teleporting in right on top of the minions. Getting damaged a little bit, but doing a whole lot of damage to Shaco. Wow. That was so incredibly, well, aggressive. But yeah, he can do that. Obviously, Shaco will have some trouble with Rise later on in the game. And Xerath is coming in for a gank, because jungle Xerath is just too powerful, man. It is just too powerful. So yeah, setting up for his increased damage, but it didn't really work because he had no one in range. And there goes the Rise again, because Rise wanted to get after Xerath, but Xerath just easily ran into the bush and had a stun up still. And wow, there's the jungle Twitch, but yeah, just getting out of there. And he is going to die? No, actually managing to get away for now. So let's see if he actually escapes, because Twitch is here somewhere. Sets up a box, because boxes trigger with stealthy champions too. And oh, Twitch, what are you doing, dude? Taking about 50% damage from that one slow. Or 2 shift poison, whatever. Setting up a new box. He knows Twitch is here somewhere. And oh, it doesn't trigger. It doesn't trigger on stealthy champions. I thought it was like the mushrooms on Teemo, but they don't trigger on stealthy champions. Okay, so we learn something new every day. So mid lane is now being taken over by Xerath, who yeah, is having some trouble with his skills apparently, because that is not a smart thing to do. Just standing still against Rise is never smart to do, and then yeah, Rise gets 3 spells off just for free. But yeah, well, he will be able to get out of lane now, because Shaco is back. Shaco is going to go for the blue, which means that he will have to take over mid lane for a bit longer. And there's the stun thingy, I don't know what it's called. Xerath actually taking the blue. Trolling so hard, these guys. Because Shaco can really use the blue in mid. Yes, well, I won't say a much higher need of it, but it is really important that he keeps having mana. And he is going out at very high health, very high mana. And gets Negatron Cloak. Don't know if he already had that, but Negatron Cloak versus Rise pretty much wins you the lane if you're not, well, if you're not too far behind. Because, well, he is actually ahead here, so he can afford the Negatron Cloak without any problems, without getting behind in the build basically, because he got so much free gold from the kills that he can easily afford that. So Twitch ganking the bottom lane. Eventually they get 1 kill out of that, but they lose 2, so it's a 1-for-2 trade, or 2-for-1 trade, sorry, which is good for us and not so good for them. and obviously since they got the support instead of the carry, yeah, it doesn't really do a whole lot. So I mean, as a support, you cannot get behind on minions. You cannot get underfarmed. It's basically nothing they can do, or nothing. Well, that is going to happen because you die as a support, other than giving the opponents money, obviously. So, Ryze becoming a little more aggressive once again, but with the Negatron Cloak. The damage isn't that high anymore. It's still pretty decent, but it's not incredible anymore. And setting up another box. Getting the box in this brush is really smart. It gives you vision, but also gives you a disable right off the bat, giving you like 2 seconds more to get away. Check the box, 0.75 seconds. Yeah, so it gives you about 1 second more to get away. And this is right when you want that. Getting ganked here, but easily taking that kill, no problem at all. And just going on to farm. Ryze was way too far away for that. They didn't coordinate that correctly. And hang on, did he get a kill, Zeroth? Oh yeah, he did. Huh. So Ryze coming in once again, this time Shaco wisely backing off because he knew there was a barrage of spells coming his way. And he was only 50% health, and that is not a good deal. Also because he no longer has a box in this brush. He cannot really know whether there's a jungler incoming. Anyhow, using his range skills to get some minion kills without standing anywhere, and using his DC to get out of that just the previous time. But yeah, now that he healed up a little more, he can become a little more aggressive, or a little more forwards. But yeah, it's still really risky against Ryze. Ryze doing a lot of damage, spamming his spells like crazy. And yeah, he's just very fortunate that that the strongest players are in lane and that there's no strong jungler. Because with the strong jungler, I think he would have had a lot more trouble. Obviously, with Jungle Twitch being like 4 levels behind on him. I don't know what Jungle Twitch's level currently is. It says here it's 5, but oh yeah, so it is actually 5 because Twitch was just there. And Sivir dying from the poison. Didn't have lifesteal yet, I think. Well, just a little bit, but that's not enough to go for the poison. And there are some pink wards out. Well, there's 1 pink ward out now, and there's another one on Sivir. So as long as you keep pink warding, you should have no trouble against Jungle Twitch, because he cannot do anything. But now it's 11-3. And yeah, Jungle Twitch so far hasn't been doing anything except die, but let's see what his actual score is. He's 1-4 with 27 minion kills. And that is not very good for 13.5 minutes into the game. Yeah, I'll show you another game a little later, how to counter Jungle Twitch. How to counter him really effectively. Because, as I said, he needs to get the first kill, he needs to get the kill from his first gank, because otherwise he's becoming underleveled, underfarmed, and basically cannot do anything anymore. And that is exactly what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to make sure that he cannot do anything. And yeah, 2 versus 1 under the turrets. 1 goes down to the turrets, and yeah, obviously we're going to pick this one up as well. There we go. Yeah, the support versus support battle is not really fair if you are support gangplank, because support gangplank is pretty strong. So Silver picking up a kill and an assist there, and the enemy team only picking that up as a team. Well, we get 2 kills and 1 assist. Yeah, 2 kills and 1 assist. Anyhow, yeah, this Shaco just pushing the lane further and further, because Ryze apparently going home or whatever. Didn't pay too close attention there, because I wanted to see the fight in the bottom lane. And now in some trouble here. But yeah, trouble is not a problem. These kind of things are not a problem for AP Shaco. Especially if he has reduced cooldowns, but so far no reduced cooldowns except for the blue buff. So that does give him 20 extra %, and the 4% I think is from his... oh, is he going to die? No! That was 1 HP. Come on. Are you kidding me? Wow. Anyway, going home obviously, because, well, that is not going to keep you, or that's not smart to keep in the game like this, but yeah, getting the kill off, and even though he was in some huge trouble, we obviously spotted this Twitch. Because, yeah, well, Twitch is not invisible all the time, so having wards out still works. And yeah, there's a pink ward in bottom lane, as you can see. And Silver is going to pick up 1 kill and I think die here afterwards, yeah. Oh, but is going to pick up the other kill, because there's a ward in the bush. And with the ward, it is possible for the minions to actually keep attacking. And that was exactly what killed the Xin Zhao there. So mid lane still doing okayish. Twitch finally getting another kill, although, well, it was just a gank, and any champion would have probably gotten that kill at some point. And is this going to be kill? Yes, there we go. The ultimate scales off of AP, so it now does about 600 damage. And that is quite a big deal. Actually, yeah, 618 I think that is. So the explosion of the clone is kind of a big deal by now, because he has some pretty nice AP, 168 AP already, and is going to come in to get this Xin Zhao, but yeah, that's a really risky undertaking. How can they see our ward there? Anyway, yeah, both of them are getting killed here. I don't know. Oh, and then Ryze teleports in. Don't know how she saw the wards. They must have a ward either here or there to get rid of our wards. So yeah, it's now 17 to 9. We should probably start playing a little bit more seriously. Although mid lane, yeah, you cannot call that serious in any case. And yeah, Ryze trying to tower dive, actually succeeding in tower diving there. Oh no, he didn't get the kill. Twitch came from this bush and actually got the kill there. But Ryze tower diving and leaving his mid lane completely open. Don't know why you would have a teleport if you're in mid lane, because well, the distance from your lane to any other point on the map is relatively small. Obviously, if you're in top lane, then you can use the teleport to help out with dragon, or even to get back in lane if you really need to. Yeah. Meantime, they're fighting once again over who gets the blue buff, and once again Xerath wins. Because Xerath has the more immediate damage. The Jack-in-the-Boxes, they do a lot of damage, but they're not instant damage, so you cannot really get the blue buff with it. And obviously Xerath has his smite, which also helps him to secure that blue. But yeah, it would be nice for Shaco to at least get that. While we see bottom lane going down. And yeah, Shaco is just waiting for Ryze to clean up his minions. And Ryze is then going because he saw the buff going there. And so he will be coming here? No? No, he's not. Anyway, top turret gets destroyed. Ryze is no longer here. And Twitch got killed there by Xerath. Because he was trying to steal enemy or our red, I guess. And yeah, here I'm going to die here. Obviously, I die every fight. And unfortunately, Sivir gets killed as well. We were trying to steal this red buff, by the way. Didn't succeed in doing that, but well, you have to try. And go Shaco. Shaco is going to attempt to pick off these two guys. Is going to pick off one, and then going for the second one, placing down the Jack-in-the-Box to prevent anyone from getting away. Singed once again, getting killed. But Shaco doing a good job here. Apparently, no trouble with engaging in a 1v2 fight, and yeah, just surviving all the time, it seems. It's now 8-1, so that's a pretty good deal. And mid lane and bottom lane are being pushed a little. Bottom lane is going to be Twitch versus a very underfed Twitch versus a very fed Sivir, who is 2 levels higher. And Twitch wisely decides to get out of there. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're getting attacked here. So his box apparently distracting Xin Zhao for a bit. Yeah, Xin Zhao bottom was probably not the best thing to have for the team, but still. And once again getting killed here. No, the distraction might actually be enough to get a kill here, or to at least not die. Oh, come on! Xerath, do something! There we go. Nicely done! Saving the Singed, who was at a completely stupid low amount of health. It's so frustrating when that happens, when you're chasing someone and then one of the teammates comes in and just kills everyone. Anyhow, going back to mid lane now, after his adventure in top lane. And taking one of the red balls to the face. But that's not too big a deal. Ryze by now has some pretty tanky items. And doesn't have any AP yet. That is quite surprising. I mean, most Ryzes will go for early mana, and quite a lot of mana actually. But most of them will go for AP eventually, because it is still the way to go, or the way to go in the end game. So they will go something that has mana and AP, putting a box there to prevent the enemy team from coming in, and going to get an easy dragon, uncontested it seems. And Jungle Zerat taking the dragon there. And that's once again me dying, but I got focused every team fight, which is fine, because they keep focusing Gangplank and what's his face, Singed, and that really doesn't matter too much, because, well, those are two tanky characters that can die, and that take a lot of damage to die, to kill, so it's okay. Oh man, the clone picking up the kill there. Just running out and letting the clone finish the work. Ryze is still here somewhere. He probably ran out by now. Yeah, 3 versus 3 exchange I think there. Well, Leona might have died as well. I think Leona died first, so that's a 4 versus 3 exchange then. And by now 9 kills on Shaco. So Sivir pushing top lane, going to get the turrets if nobody is coming, because there's a big minion wave supporting her. And yeah, there we go. Turret apparently very low already, and going to take that out no problem. So bottom lane, yes, being pushed a little bit by this guy, but that's not doing anything. Mid lane is a bit more of a problem, because that Xin Zhao is pretty strong by now. And Xin Zhao is always a very noisy character. He screams a lot. Every skill he does, he screams, and I find that really annoying, but it also makes him a little more frightening than some of the other champions. And are we going to see a 2v1 fight here? Wow, why would you engage in that as Leona? That is such an easy kill. And she had the chance to get out of there, but yeah, decided not to. Anyway, the whole enemy team is now here. Well, 3 of them anyway. Because one of them is dead and one of them is just not here. So Twitch is getting really low. And Twitch could probably die. But yeah, nobody's going in for the moment. And everyone just backed off. Yeah, they didn't want to chase between the 2 turrets, which is a wise choice. And yeah, we are going into this fight. This fight with everyone being pretty low. It should be no problem to clean up. And come on, get him. There we go. So 11-1 then, with the team being at 29. And yeah, this turret is now going down, no problem. And probably pushing into the next turret as well, because everyone's dead. Well, not everyone, there's still 2 dead. Rice and Garen, and they are the 2 defenders. Plus we see Twitch in bottom lane, which means that there's nobody coming in for now. Well, there's Xin Zhao doing a bit of damage, but not really as frightening as he can be in some other games. And yeah, you can see the amount of damage going down so fast, especially the Sivir, who's having 9 kills, 181 minion kills. That is just an incredible amount of gold, and if you have that all in damage, that is a big deal. So Shaco taking quite a bit of damage there. Has to back out, but we do get the turrets. We didn't really need Shaco there. And Shaco is going for this turret now. Guess split pushing is yeah, it's really easy with Shaco. You have an escape skill, and oh, is he going to make it out of there? Yeah, the enemy has no idea where he is, so. Yeah, wow, the 2 versus 2 here is between Singed, who is not really well fed, but who can still do a decent amount of damage and harass. And yeah, the Xerath, who is pretty well fed, but oh, is he going to get out? No, he's not. At least. Yeah, that really wasn't going to work. That was a pretty good fight, considering that was the whole team versus 2. And only one of those was fed. So Rice coming in to clean up these 4 minions, even though there was no longer a champion there. So he could have just let the turret take that, save his teleport for the next time, but yeah, he wants to use his teleport, which is fine. Fine by me at least. But the next time we split push, he's not going to have that, and we will see if that turns into a situation. So Shaco now up to, well, we knew we had 11 kills, now 12. 114 minions, which is pretty good, considering that he's a relatively slow farmer. Oh, getting some nice damage on Xin Zhao there. And he's just waiting for the next Jack-in-the-Box. Oh, but then the enemy team comes. And he is going to distract them with the box. The box actually popping the Banshee's Veil there. So no fear going off on Rice, but that's not really a problem. Oh, he's just going to run straight to. And yeah, we see Garen in the bush, and this is not a smart engage. I completely messed that up. Oh, and then yeah, we didn't pick off the really weak Twitch. That was kind of a shame, but we're still going. We're still going. The fight is not over yet, and now it is. Yeah, there we go. That was my fault. I engaged on this Garen, not knowing that the rest of the team was there. We should have just backed out after we got Dragon. Anyhow, 1 for 3 trades. But then Twitch apparently dying in the jungle to our Xerath. But yeah, Xerath dying to Xin Zhao here. And is he? Yeah, he got singed in there as well. So as you can see from the chat, my Skype crashed, and it tried to reconnect, but it didn't work. So I had to restart Skype at some point. So in case you see me standing around for a bit, that's when I restarted Skype. I'll take a moment. I'm trying to reconnect now, but it doesn't work. Anyhow, Shaco coming in. Shaco has benches filled now. Already Death Cap, what's it called? The Void Staff. And the Sorcerer's Boots. Sorcerer's Shoes. And all in all, yeah, this worked out quite well so far. The AP Shaco mid. But we'll have to see how it continues. So apparently we're going for top lane Twitch, who is in some trouble. No, nobody goes for him. Are we going to do Baron then? Jack in the Box protecting the entrance there, meaning that if they come in for Smite Steal, they will lose a second of time. Well, I guess it's a little bit more by now. 1.5 seconds. And then, because you walk in a random direction, you might lose more than that. But on average, I guess 1.5 seconds. And yeah, we're grouping up for Baron. Placing some wards, placing some boxes. All in all, just waiting for the enemy to show up. And when they finally do show up, we are supposed to be ready. And there we go, the whole enemy team focusing me. And then you can see the it's a little bit of a mess, but most of the damage goes onto the correct characters. And everyone dying except for Ryze, which Ryze is really tanky. And the only one still alive is this guy, the Xin Zhao. And Xin Zhao for some reason still had his exhaust up, which is completely retarded. Why would you still have, after that kind of team fight, why would you still have exhaust up? But anyway, Shaco getting an easy kill on that. And I know at this moment, because I died, I'm reconnecting the Skype while restarting Skype. And in the meantime, Shaco is just going to farm it up. So AP Shaco in mid is really not recommended, by the way. It's really one of those builds that, yeah, you can do, but it's not the best. And it's definitely not as good as, for example, Ryze, just to get the example from this game. Because Ryze is supposed to beat AP Shaco no problem. And Twitch just doing a thing, going around to jungle. But since we're all over here, he's probably not going to find us. So we have no pink ward, we have no oracles. Yeah, we just have to trust that they didn't put out any wards. And Ryze is going back. Ryze teleporting back home, and that is for us the moment to start Baron. Oh, okay, or not. So yeah, we should start Baron. Actually, we should have started Baron when we saw Ryze teleporting back. And yeah, because without Rice, you saw how much damage he did in the last team fight, and how long he stayed alive, and that is all we need. Wow, that was so much damage. But those were the 3 skills from Xin Zhao that he won't have for the rest of the team fight. Meaning that now he's pretty much useless. And everyone is very low here. So just kill all of them. There we go. Shaco at full health. And yeah, there's one guy still here, so nicely done by Sivir, but Sivir eventually dying to the ignite. Once again, someone had a summoner spell up that they shouldn't have had up after team fight. In a team fight, you're supposed to use all of your skills, at least when you're losing. I mean, if you're winning the team fight, if you're winning the game, then you can save your team your skills for a later moment. But well, this is it. Yeah, that's the game. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.